So, hey guys, another week, another video. I'm crazy. So, today I'll be telling you my embarrassing stories or moments, and I really like these on YouTube because they're funny sometimes, and sometimes I feel bad for the persons and stuff like that. But I mean, it's just life. And today I'll be sharing my stories. But for mine are not all that embarrassing. It's like probably awkward moments. But I mean, it still gets me every time. So the first one, oh, and I will be doing this in kind of chronological order. And the first one was when I was in grade three. I was sick and I went to school and I was sitting because in primary school they have like the bench. I can hold it seats three persons, so all three of us. And I think I was in the middle. Yeah, I was in the middle of the bench. Two persons were at the end, and I wanted to puke. And I went to the end of the bench, and I vomit all over on the floor, and it splashed everywhere, and it was so disgusting. And the class smelled and everything, and the children, they teased me and they didn't come near me for like weeks. And I was so embarrassed. And I was a little girl. I was about like 7. Oh yeah, I was about 7, and they teased me so badly. And then the next one was when I was in grade 8. Yeah, grade 8. And I was at school with my friend, and her name is Deandra, and we were there, and they were having a concert at school. So she said that she was going to buy something. So I said okay. So I went, and I was looking for her, and then I saw this girl, because in my school we have to wear uniforms, so all of us in the same thing. And I saw this girl, and she had the same hairstyle as Deandra, and she was tall like her too. So I was like, oh, so Deandra right there. So I went over to the girl and I said, I was standing, like she was standing and she buying something, and I was behind the girl and I was like, what are you buying? And then the girl was like, what? And she turned around and she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I thought you were somebody else. And I was so embarrassed, like very embarrassed. And she was looking at me like, what, you're weird, like get away from me. I'm like, sorry. I was so embarrassed, and this happened to me a lot, like with my mother. Like if we go out and I see people in like her, and it's really devastating. And then the third story was again in 8th grade, and this was graduation. I danced for graduation. So me and this next girl, we both danced in like this acting dance thing, like, and the stage was really tiny for graduation to dance on. So we were there, and when we were practicing for the dance, I'm like, oh, this seems nice. Then when it's finished, I'm like, this is so stupid, like this is the stupidest thing I've ever danced to. Like it didn't make any sense. And on graduation we went on the stage, and I'm like, oh my god, girl, I don't want to do this right now because it's so stupid, it doesn't make any sense. And then we went on stage and we danced. It looked very ridiculous. We looked like so stupid, like but I kept a smile on, I danced. And when we were finished, like some persons were laughing at us, and then some persons were cheering and like, oh, that's so nice and whatever. But I know most of the people were booing us and saying mean things, but I don't really care. But I mean, I was so embarrassed. When I came off, I held my head down and I walked away, because I mean, oh my gosh, that was so embarrassing. And next time in 8th grade, oh my god, 8th grade was my worst year. Like in 8th grade again, I was in class, and because I think we were on punishment, and we had to come out of the class, and we stand outside in the sun, and we had our class there. And I was chewing a chewing gum, in the class, and we're not supposed to be doing that because it's a rule. They're not supposed to be chewing gum in your uniform. But I ate a gum, and the teacher caught me, and she made me take it out and put it on my forehead and have it there for the whole entire class. I remember we were outside, so everybody passed looking at me and then laughing. I held my head down. I mean, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Like, everyone was passing and they were, oh, that girl with the gum on her forehead and stuff like that. I felt really bad. But then I get to take it off at the end of the class, so that's great. Look at the bright side. Again. So my next story was in 9th grade finally. So I had a lot of experiences in 8th grade. But in 9th grade wasn't all that bad, but we were there in 9th grade and we had this day at school. What was it? Alumni Day? Alumni Day? I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Alumni. One of that day. Like, it's the day when past students come back to the school and they like have like Colgate come and banks and stuff like that, like a little concert at lunchtime and stuff. So we were the dance club had to dance there, so we were supposed to start off with a flash mob, and then we go on stage and we dance and stuff like that. And I was supposed to be the person who like stands on the table and scream across the room and every stuff like that. And then the girl that choreographed it, she didn't come. So we were there at lunchtime, we were sitting and waiting for her to come. She did come. She come like an hour later. So we didn't get to do that. So then, because at my school we have 3 lunchtimes, we have a lunchtime for 7th to 9th grade, lunchtime for 10, lunchtime for 11. So we were supposed to perform in 7th to 9th grade because, you know, there's bigger crowd, more people, stuff like that. And she didn't come. She ended up coming in 10th grade lunchtime. And when she came, we had to like rush and everything. And she put in, we didn't even get to do the flash mob part, so she put in the CD and we went on stage and we were dancing and everybody was cheering and they said, oh, that's so nice and everything. I think we did 3 dances. We were supposed to do 3 dances, so we have finished our first dance and it's supposed to go in our second dance because we had to like take off our clothes and run back on the stage and dance. So the second dance now, the music stopped and we continued dancing and she was like, no, you guys stop, you're gonna start over again and everything like that. So we have to stop. We started over and it stopped again, and it was just so embarrassing. And then the children started to laugh at us because we look so ridiculous because we were like running across the stage and we don't know what to do. And that day I was so furious. I started cursing and God, that was Jesus. 9th grade. I was so embarrassed though, because they started to laugh at us and they were like pushing me on the stage and like, do something, do a cartwheel, do a roundoff. And I said, I'm not going to do it because they already see my face and they're laughing at me, and I didn't even want to go down the stage to change or anything. I just wanted to stay and hide for the rest of my life. But then I get over it. So I mean, with these embarrassing moments, like, you're gonna get over it after a while, but when you reflect on it, you're like, oh my God, I'm so stupid, or stuff like that, or you're saying they were so mean to me or stuff like that. But I mean, it's just life. So those are my embarrassing moments / stories, and I hope you enjoyed. They're not all that embarrassing, but they were embarrassing to me at the moment. Now I'm looking back, I just laugh because it was so funny, especially, oh my gosh. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. So bye.